Yeah, good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Good. I posted your grade on Brightspace. Did you see that? No? Yes. I posted your grades on Brightspace. Yep. So when I'll give you your exam, I'm going to show you a calculator where you are standing right now in the class based on your MyMathLab and the 2 homework we have, plus not 2 homework, sorry, 2 exams we had and the quizzes, 3 quizzes. And then you can decide whether do you want to keep trying or do you want to drop. For some of you, dropping is good idea because there's no way I think you'll pass with the 2 failing grade in your exam. Plus my method is almost 0. So if you have that scenario, I will say talk to your advisor, show your grade on everything, and then decide what you should do. Huh? Yes. Today is 28th, so for you guys, the last day to drop is 30th, which is on Thursday. So have a conversation with your advisors, your SEEK advisors before Thursday. And if you can't if you can't reach them, then just send them an email asking about what to do. Now let's start 11.56. We'll be able to finish it within 1 hour, I believe. And then we are going to discuss about your exam. Okay? Any question? Comments? Not yet. Okay, so chapter 11, what we learned in chapter 11. First thing we learned was complete the square. How can you solve quadratic equation, complete the square? Then the next thing we learned about quadratic formula. So if you do want to use quadratic formula, you have to remember the formula correctly. Whatever we have inside the radical in the quadratic formula, we call it discriminant. And based on the discriminant, we get types of solution, number of solutions, number of x-intercepts. Then we went over solving quadratic, solving equation is quadratic method. So solving non-quadratic equations using quadratic methods means they have weird looking power, negative power, fraction power, or fourth power. If you have those, as long as the one power is smaller, one of the power is half of the other power, then it's factorable, most likely, at least in this class. And if it's factorable, you factor, set each factor equals 0, solve for x individually, and then you need to get rid of the power. So instead of multiplying or dividing by coefficient, you multiply by power. And then we talked about the triangles. If you have right triangles, we always have to use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The c is the longest side, and then you solve for variable. Bring everything to one side. If you have 2 terms square, means you have to binomial, you have to FOIL them, you cannot distribute, and then bring everything to one side, solve for x. 11.56 talks about graphing. Graphing or all about the graphs of quadratic. So quadratic function, they have 2 types of graph, sorry, 2 types of equation, or 2 format of writing their equation. One of them is standard form and the other is vertex form. Sorry, standard form is the vertex form. Vertex form or general form. It's called vertex form because we can see the vertex in the equation, which we like. And in general form, we don't see the vertex, so we don't like it that much. In vertex form, we have y equals a times a is some type of leading coefficient times x minus h whole thing square plus k. the vertex is the H and K combined in a pair. So H is the X value, K is the Y value. And axis of symmetry means the line, the vertical line that splits your graph into two equal pieces. So you get axis of symmetry, and that axis of symmetry has an equation. X equals the X value of the vertex. In general form, we don't see the vertex directly, so we have to use a formula. The formula for the vertex, the X value of the vertex is X equals negative B over 2A. You may wonder where from we got this. This is actually from the quadratic equation. Not equation, sorry, quadratic formula. In the quadratic formula, if you erase all of this, sorry, not the denominator. If you erase all of these, if you erase the discriminant, you have negative B on the top, 2 on the bottom. That's the X value of the vertex. So if you don't see the vertex, then you have to use this formula to get the X value of the vertex. Unfortunately, there is no formula for the Y value of the vertex. So once you solve for X, you substitute that X value into the original function and get the Y value. So you get X and Y of the vertex. And the axis of symmetry is same, X equals whatever you have, X value of the vertex. Now for the shape, we already know there are two types of shape. One is upward parabola, one is upside down parabola. So for upward parabola, we have leading coefficient, which is A in front of X squared, positive. If your A is positive, this means positive. If your A is positive, you have an upward parabola. If your A is negative, you have a downward parabola. And when you have an upward parabola, that means here you have the minimum, the lowest point in the parabola. So we get a minimum. But if you have an upside down parabola, we have a highest point in the graph. So it's the maximum of the parabola. And when the question asks, what's the minimum value or what's the maximum value? That value represents the Y value, not the X value. So if the question is asking, what's the minimum value of this function? It means they're asking for the Y value of the vertex. Since we don't have a formula for the Y value, so you have to do two steps. First, find the X value using the formula, and then substitute in the function to get the Y value. Now for domain and range, domain is everything because you can substitute X with any number from the number line in your equation and you get a valid Y value. That's why domain is everything. Domain means what number you can plug in for X. And range means what number you get when you get for Y when you substitute X. So you can substitute X with any number, but we don't get everything for Y. Y actually depends on your vertex. So if you have an upward parabola, the minimum Y value you get is the Y value of the vertex. And the maximum Y value, we don't know because the graph is going on forever upward. So our range is the Y value of the vertex to infinity. On the other hand, if you have an upside down parabola, then we have a maximum Y value. So what's the minimum Y value? We have no idea because the line is going on forever downward. So our range in this case is negative infinity till the Y value of the vertex. And infinity gets parentheses, and the Y value we have, it gets bracket because there is no hole in the parabola or in the function or in the graph. Any questions so far? Do an example. Okay, no problem. Oops. Page break. Let's say we have Y equals normal x squared without any transformation. Then the graph is this one, right? At the origin. So what's the domain for this function? Negative to positive infinity. Because this x value, you can replace with -10, -100, -1,000,000, -billion, -trillion, anything on the left side. And on the right side, you can substitute x with anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 100,000, million, billion, anything. So any x value can be substituted for this x. So it's negative infinity to positive infinity. However, the range depends on the y. So in this graph, what is the smallest y value you see? 0. And what's the highest y value you see? Infinity. 0 gets a bracket because it's a number, and infinity gets a parenthesis. Not parenthesis. On the other hand, let's say you have this. Y equals x squared minus 5. How do you graph x squared? X squared minus 5? Really? The number is single, alone. So when you're alone, Ronald, it's downward. If you have a number inside your square, inside the parentheses, then it's left, right. But if it's alone, then it's, so it's going 5 units down. So it's here. So again, what's the domain for this function? You see, the domain did not change. Whatever domain you have, you have the exact same domain for the new function. However, what's the range? -5 to infinity. And -5 gets a bracket. See, the range is different. Why? Because we had the same parabola, but the position was different. So how did you decide the range? Based on the y value. On the first parabola, our lowest y value is 0. On the bottom parabola, our lowest y value is -5. So range changes based on the position, based on the vertex, but the domain is always same, negative to positive infinity. Okay, so when you draw parabola, there are a few things we'd like to know. One is what's the vertex, what's the x-intercept, and what's the y-intercept. These 3 things we want to know to graph a parabola. So how do you find the x-intercept? But before finding x-intercept, there is the first line says all 4 things are same. So if in your direction it says find the zero of the function, it means you're finding x-intercept. Or it says find the root of the function, it means you're finding the x-intercept. So 0, root, x-intercept, solution, all 4 things means the same thing. Set the y equals 0, solve for x. Now, when you set the y equals 0, there are few ways you can find the x, you can solve for x. One is if it's factorable, always go for factoring first. Factor and then set its factor equals 0, solve for x. But if it's not factorable, then you have 2 choices. Either use the quadratic formula or you can use complete the square method. And then you solve for x. So solving for x has 3 methods. 1, 2, not this one. 1, 2, and 3. Else, if your parabola is in vertex form, standard form or vertex form, it means you can see the vertex. So these 2 gives you the vertex. If you see the vertex, then the same rule, you set the y equals 0, and then 1 by 1, you get rid of everything next to the x so that you get the x alone. So you get the k you get rid of a, and then the square, and then it. So you need to do it in 4 steps if it's in vertex form. And for y-intercept, there is only one method. Set all the x to 0 and solve for y. It doesn't matter which format is given, your y-intercept follow the same rule. All the x get vanished and get the y alone. Okay. Now let's see some example. We have x squared minus 4x minus 5. We want to find all 3 things: vertex, x-intercept, y-intercept, and then using all 3 information, graph it. Vertex. So let's start with vertex. Vertex is a point, so we need to know its x value and its y value. Do you see the vertex in this format? No, that means formula. So x value of the vertex is represented by h, the letter h. It's negative b over 2a. That's the formula. That means you need to know what is your a and what is your b here. What is your a in this formula? In this, and what is your b? Negative 4. Good. So negative b means what? Negative 4, which is positive 4, 2 times 1. So 4 over 2 means half of 4, 2. So we found the x value 2. Now, how do you find the y value? Y value is represented by the letter k. How do you find it? There is no formula for y. So we plug it into the original equation to get the y. We have x squared minus 4x minus 5. So 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 5. And what do you get? 4 minus 8 minus 5, which is negative what? Negative what? It is negative 9. This will give you negative 4. Negative 4 minus 5 will give you negative 9. So your y value is negative 9. Any. As long as it's in general form. Like in this format, when you don't see the vertex, that's the formula. But if you see the vertex, then the formula is useless because the vertex is already in front of you. Since we found the vertex, so we can find the axis of symmetry. Means if this is a parabola, what line divides the parabola into 2 equal pieces? Axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is a vertical line. Every vertical line has which variable? X or the y? Good. X equals. So x equals what? X equals 2. Good job. So when you find the x value of the vertex, you know your axis of symmetry. And you have to write x equals. If you don't write x equals, you're going to lose points. There will be 2 points in the exam. One is for x and one is for 2. So if you're missing one of them, that's it. For the vertex. So we found the vertex. And now the intercepts means the x-intercept and y-intercept. So let's go with the easy one first, y-intercept. How do we find y-intercept? What do we do? Ronald. Set x equals 0, solve for y. So it doesn't matter what's the equation, To find the y-intercept, this is the step. Set all the x to be 0. So in our case, we have y equals x squared minus 4x minus 5. Setting x equals 0 means this is 0 and this is also 0. So what's the y? -5. And in the final exam, they actually ask for the point format. So how do you write -5 as a point? Good job. You're welcome. Now the last thing, x-intercept. How do you find x-intercept? Set y equals 0 and solve for x. So we have y equals x squared minus 4x minus 5. Set y equals 0 means this y you see is 0. And then you have three choices. If it's factorable, factor. It's not factorable, use quadratic formula or complete the square.
X minus 5, x plus 1.
X minus 5, x plus 1. So it is factorable.
But 5 and negative 1.
X minus 5, 0 gives us x equals 5. X plus 1, 0 gives x equals -1. No, it's a quadratic. You check into scenario when you're solving radical and when you have a denominator. So point. How would you write x equals 5 as a point format? 5, 0 and -1. -1, 0. In the final exam, it will be 3 points, 3.5 points. One question. For in-class exam, let me tell you what will be 1 point, 2 point, 2 point, 1 point, 2 point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And for graphing, 1 point, 8 points. Or if I give 2 points each, then it will be even more points. Okay, we have all the information. That means now we can graph. I'm glad to hear that. It's too easy. Okay, so we have vertex 2, -9. So 1, 2, and let's say this is -9. So this is the axis of symmetry. My point is a little bit off. X equals 2. This is the vertex. And then we have y-intercept -5. Let's say this is -5. One of the x-intercept is -1. So let's say this is -1. The other x-intercept is 5. So let's say this is 5. Not -5, -1 and +5. The -5, the y value for the y-intercept. So based on all these points, what type of parabola we are going to draw? Upward or upside down? Upward. So from the vertex, connect the y-intercept, the x-intercept, and keep going on forward on upside. And on the right side, connect the vertex to the x-intercepts, and this is a parabola. It is not bad. So the hardest part is parabola, the vertex. Remember the formula for the vertex. Any question? So expect to see this question in the final exam. And definitely in the in-class exam. Ready? Then go ahead. End of November. Either before Thanksgiving or when you come back after Thanksgiving. Okay, so two questions actually. One is this, and the other one is 1/2 -1. 2. Y equals 1/2 x plus 2 squared, right? Plus 2 squared minus 1. Okay. So this is 1, this is 2. Find all of these or these two. Go ahead, try them. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Let's try it. At least try it. Find all of these. Find the vertex, axis of symmetry, x-intercept, y-intercept, and then graph. And let me see for now who is here. Fresh is late. Jack is here. Eliza here. Karen, not here. Alana here. Maria here. Daisy, not here. Justin, not here. Kachung, not here. Alera, here. Hiba, here. Shahida, not here. Lorisville, not here. Marlene, here. Cairo, not here. Jiajun, not here. Valerie, Yeri, Amar here, Amen here, Nihan absent, Ingrid here, Sophia here, Antonella here, Ronald here, Guri here, Iboni here, Sahib here, Terence not here. Amar, Amen, what are you guys doing?
Go to that LinkedIn. You know about LinkedIn list? You know about LinkedIn list? The app, like, they get harder like that.
Oh, LinkedIn?
Yeah. Yeah. You would like to this page, please? Thank you.
Hmm? Okay, so if you want to complete a square, and then you want to get rid of the negative sign because we complete a square only when x square is alone. Multiply both sides by -1. Multiply or divide, doesn't matter. This is actually factorable. Why need 2 terms? How do you factor? GCF. Greatest common factor. Between x square, negative x square, and 6x. What do you see in both terms? What do you see in both terms? You see something, right? What do you see? In x square and 6x, they have something in common. What's the common thing you see? Good. And since this parabola is starting with a negative, so also factor out a negative. Amma, you lost 1 point. Axis of symmetry 3. What is missing? See? Jack got 2 points. He got 1 point. Exactly. He said it's 3. Try the next one. I'll give you 2 more minutes. Try whatever you can do in 2 more minutes. Then find x intercept. Make sure to draw it higher. Like a shadow.
Yes, Vertex is doing that. Christ. You do not see the video. Yeah, just them. Really? Yeah. I'm gonna hash around while I'm hungry too. Yeah, just. Oh, you know that you could put a whip spell by that. You should have done it. That's it. You know what it is? And if you 6 plus 0, x equals 6.
Please correct. Negative.
I'm drawing the x intercept. And you 6 and 0.
Sorry, Justin.
We have to graph it.
Not Krish. Yep, Justin. If you have all the information, graphing is not bad. Graphing is not hard, right? Real.
Okay.
You don't have to draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Just guess numbers and then just plot it. So vertex, do you see the vertex here? No, that means the formula. What's the x value of the formula? What's the formula for the x value? Formula.
Negative b over 2 times a.
Negative b over 2a. So in this equation, what is your b? No, b is 6.
The answer is
I said b.
oh,
And what is our a?
6 times
So negative 6 divided by negative 2, which is 3. So the x value is 3. That means to find the y value, what do? We plug back into the original equation. So it goes back here. 3 square, 3. So we get negative and then 9 plus 18. That gives us 9. So y value of the vertex is 9. And since we found the vertex, that means we have axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. Good. It should be x equals 3. Not only 3. If you write only 3, 1 point. If you write x equals 3, 2 points. Yep. Next, let's find y-intercept. To find the y-intercept, what do? Set x to be 0. Set all x to be 0. So we have y equals negative x squared plus 6x. The first x 0, the second x 0. So what's the y? 0. As a point format, how do you write y equals 0? Jack, go ahead. Point 0, 0 means the origin. Okay, next x-intercept. So we said y0 and we solve for x. So 0 equals negative x squared plus 6x. So Eliza, what do you see here? The common factor. X. So if you factor out x, what is left? Negative x plus 6. Or you can factor out negative x and you get x minus 6. But it doesn't matter. So what do you do with these two factors? You set each of them to be 0 and solve for x. Anytime the product of anything is 0, one of them has to be 0. But which one we don't know. So you set each to be 0. So negative x plus 6, 0. Bring the x to the other side. So we get x equals 6.
But you could have done the other way, right?
Subtract 6 and then divide by negative 1.
No, what I did was I put x plus 6 and x plus 0. That's what I did.
X plus 6, x plus 0 is wrong because one of the x is negative. It's negative x squared, right? So you have negative x squared. So one of the x has to be negative. So you can pull out a negative x and you get x minus 6. So negative x0 gives you x0 and x minus 6, 0 give you x is 6. They both are correct. Okay, so we have all the information. Our vertex is 3, 9. So 1, 2, 3, and let's say 9 is here. Then we have x-intercept 0 and 4, 5, 6 at 6. Y-intercept is 0. So one of the x-intercept and y-intercept is same, and another x-intercept is different, and these are vertex. So based on all these points, whatever parabola we're going to draw. Upside down. And before even drawing the parabola with this information, you should already know that you have upside down parabola. Why or how? Negative. If you have x squared negative, it's always upside down parabola. Axis symmetry is x equals the x value of the vertex, which is 3. Here. Axis of symmetry is a vertical line.
3, 0.
No, it's not 3, 0. 3, 0 is here, which is wrong. It's a line, a vertical line. It divides the parabola into 2 pieces. So it's not a point, it's a line.
Show the true graph.
Here, the vertical line.
Just put the dash.
The dashed line, the dotted line. You know, I was telling my niece and nephews, little 3 and 5 years old, about Cairo, and you guys, like, whenever he comes in, you guys just laugh. And they loved that story, like, oh, tell us again, tell us again. I was like, come on. Yeah. And my nephew, he was asking, like, doesn't Cairo get offended since you guys shouted his name? I was like, no, he always smiles. Any question on this one? No? So remember, final exam. This is one of the questions in the final exam. Final exam has 30 questions. And I already gave you lots of them. The next one, it's in vertex form. So, do you see the vertex here? Is the vertex given to you directly? It is. Let me show you how. The vertex form is y equals a, not 9, a x minus h squared plus k. This is the vertex form. So if you compare these two, what information you have from here? What is it, a? 1/2. The next information, negative h is 2. Then what is h? -2. The next information is here. K equals -1. So what's the vertex? It's HK, so -2, -1. The vertex is H and K. H is the X value, K is the Y value. So in this format, the vertex is already given to us. It's the number inside the parentheses, its opposite sign, and the number outside the parentheses with the same sign. So H changes, but the K stays same. The vertex is this number and that number. This is the X value, this is the Y value. That's why we like vertex form, because we can see the vertex directly. We don't have to solve for it. Because the other equation format was in general format, in expanded format. So you could not see the vertex. That's why you use the formula to get the vertex. So when you had the vertex form, you didn't have to find it. Using formula, it's just given to you. It just extract the information. So what is our axis of symmetry? Axis of symmetry. You lost 1 point again.
X equals -2.
X equals -2. Axis of symmetry, it's a line. Every line has either X equals or Y equals, or X and Y both. So our life was easier to find the vertex. As a result, to find the y-intercept, our life will be harder. So for the last two questions, y-intercept was easier because we just cancel out all the x's. But here, look what happens when you cancel all the x. Y-intercept. Set x0, solve for y. So we have y equals 1/2 x plus 2 square minus 1. X0 means only this thing is 0. Really? We have 1/2 inside the parentheses. Now what do you have?
4.
2 square minus 1. So 1/2. Pamda says do the power first. It's 4 minus 1. And then what is half of 4? So 2 minus 1, which is 1. So we have to do a lot of work to find the y-intercept, which we skipped in the other formats. So both formats, there's something positive, something negative. This format gives us vertex directly. The other format gives us y-intercept directly. But for x-intercept, we have to do the same work. X-intercept. To find the x-intercept, we set y0 and we solve for x. So 0 equals 1/2 x plus 2 square minus 1. We want to get this x alone. So we have to get rid of everything from the x. Which one we get rid of first? The half, the plus 2, the square, or the minus 1? Really? What did you say? Minus 1. You always start from the thing that is far from x.
So that means you just subtract half 2 or no?
Add 1. First, you have to add 1 to both sides. Yeah, but half is multiplying. So can I subtract? So 1 equals 1/2 x plus 2 square. And then which one? The half, the plus 2, or the power 2? Good. So what's the opposite of half? By 2. So multiply both sides by 2. The half cancel out. So you get 2 equals x plus 2 squared. So what's the opposite of square? Square root. So let me write the right side to the left. We have x plus 2 square root. What is missing? No, something is missing here. Plus minus. Anytime you take the square root of a variable, any variable, you have two choices, plus minus. And then you can subtract 2 from both sides. -2 plus minus square root of 2. Now, since you have to graph it, so you have to approximate this number. So let's approximate here and start. So first x-intercept is -2 minus square root of 2. The next one is -2 plus square root of 2. Now, do you guys know how much is square root of 2? You don't, right? It's normal. True, but not everybody knows. If you don't know, how do you figure out? There's an easy method. So 2 is between which two perfect square number?
4.
1. No, 2 is like between 4 and 16. Amar, what's wrong with you?
Good.
2 is between 1 and 4. And then if you take the square root of all three things, what is square root of 1? 1. What is square root of 4? 2. That means square root of 2 is between 1 and 2. So 1 point something. Okay? So if you have no idea what is square root of 2, you at least know it's 1 point something. So this is -2 minus 1 point something. This is -2 plus 1 point something. So what is -2 minus 1? So it's -3 something. And what is -2 plus 1? -1. So it will be less than -1 because it's 1 point something, right? Let's say, so we know it's 1.4. So
4.44. How did you get it?
that thingy doesn't matter. At least if you have no idea, it is 1.44. So -2 minus 1.4. So 10, 6, 1. Yeah. So it's not exactly 1 point. It's more than 1 point. So it should be less than 1, which is -0 point something. Something. So in the exam, that's how you figure out the numbers. If you don't know the numbers, that's how you figure out. So if you draw, look, how do you draw it? Let me erase this. I don't have space. So we have x, y. Oh, it's on the left side. So let me erase this. Days 1, so -1, -2, -3, -4. Now, -0 point something, it's between which two numbers? -0 point something, between which two numbers here? 0 and -1. So somewhere here, there is one x-intercept.
What do you think the 0? Oh.
It's negative. 2 is negative, right? So the answer has to be negative. So negative means it's on the left side, not on the right side.
Oh, it's -. That's 0.5 or 1.
It's something, I don't know, something.
Oh, okay. Forget about the zero. As soon as you get -2
No, because 2 minus 1 is 1, and then you're subtracting your 0.4. So 1 minus 0.4 is less than 1. Jack. Jack, so you have 2 minus 1.4.
What's 2 minus 1? Oh, it's 2. Because I saw the negative.
It's -2, but you're adding 1.4. So basically it's 2 minus 1.4. So you got it, right? Okay, good. Now this one is -3 point something. So -3 point something is between which two numbers?
Wait, which one?
-3 point something.
So it's between 3 and 4.
Good. Between -3 and -4, somewhere, anywhere. Somewhere.
No, but you can't be too close, like 3.9, like you don't know, right? Too close to 4.
You're approximating. So do you know exactly how much is -3 point what?
4.44 is.
Somewhere between -3 and -4. Okay.
You guys.
For approximation, the position doesn't matter. So these are the two x-intercepts. This is -0 point something between 0 and -1. This is -3 point something between -3 and -4. My 3 looks so weird. And then your y-intercept. What's our y-intercept? 1. So if this is 1, wait. When x is 0, y is 1. I did something wrong. 2 square is 4. Is my formula correct? So 2 square is 4. Half of 4 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is 1. And the x-intercept 1/2 minus 1, right? So we add 1 and then multiply by 2, square root. So square root of 2, subtract 2. So -2 minus that, -2 plus that. So both of them are negative. Oh, no, sorry. I was thinking about upside down. This is not upside down, this is upward. And our vertex is -2, -1. So -2, -1 is here. So x is a symmetry. X equals -2. Whatever parabola we have, upward or upside down? Upward. So you connect all of these and connect that. Good news, this will not be in the answer. But it will be in your homework. No. They give the other type, the general format.
You took the final for regular algebra and the summer was like easier than the regular.
Most of you are going to have that very similar final exam. Okay, any question? So that's how we find vertex, x-intercept, y-intercept, x-intercept symmetry, and graph using all this information. The next thing we already learned before in chapter 3 or something, transformation. So let me refresh your memory. We have 3 types of transformation. One is deflection, then vertical transformation, and then horizontal transformation. Reflection means you have a negative x squared. So the normal x squared is upward, negative x squared is upside down. If you have a number after you square, then you are moving up. And if you have a number subtracting after the square, you are moving down. And if you have a number inside your square, then remember the story, If you have someone that is inside your heart, they don't listen to you anymore. When it's outside of the heart, they listen to you. So if you say go up, they go up. If you say go down, they go down. But once they reach inside the heart, they don't care anymore. So they do exactly opposite what you tell them to do. So inside the heart, +2 supposed to go right 2, but it doesn't. It goes to the left 2. And -2 supposed to go minus to the left, but it doesn't. It goes on the right 2. And if you use all 3 transformation, how do we graph? What's negative means? Upside down. -4 inside your heart. Right 4. And +2 up 2. So when you draw, make sure you draw the original graph at the origin. In the exam, there is 1 point for the original graph. That original graph, you are making it upside down and then going 1, 2, 3, 4 right, and then 1, 2 up. Where you land, that's your new vertex. So you draw your upside down parabola. And in this sketch, the x-intercept doesn't have to be exact. It just approximate. Okay. And also vertex, state your vertex. What's the vertex here? Say it louder, Ingrid. 4, right? 4 and 2. You are going 4 units to the right, 2 units down, so 4, 2. Or just look at here. Opposite from the inside, so 4. Same outside, which is 2.
So she said, like, go to the right, then go up to
Well, let me skip B because they're same. Now going to the other way around. The graph is given.
You know how they have the other lines, squiggly lines, that's different types, right? That's really cool.
What squiggly line?
You know, I mean, like,
I mean this?
yeah,
So it's a cubic graph.
this, that's what I'm trying.
So transformation is same. The graphs are just different.
So you can read that one.
Same rule. Here you're only working with parabola. So they give you the parabola and your goal is to find the equation of the parabola. So going backward, here the equation was given, you found the parabola, and here the parabola is given, find the equation.
Did out loud like something. I got y equal parentheses x minus 2 with y
X minus 2.
minus 3.
-3.
Yeah,
How about the leading coefficient?
that's positive.
Positive. But what's the number? 1, 2, 3, 4. How do you know it's 1?
Whoa. It's imaginary, you don't have to put it.
It doesn't matter.
How do you know it's 1?
Like, go up on that, like, no.
Wait, Loki.
It doesn't always have to be 1. Okay? You have to check if it's 1 or not.
Oh, I guess that's why you put the green.
Good.
So you have to see, like you have to find it. What's the value for your leading coefficient? So you started well, I'm impressed. You start with the format a x minus h squared plus k. We know h and k because this is h and k. The x value is the h, y value is the k. So we know these two. The only thing we don't know is a. Is our a 1 or it's something else? You have to find your a. You must. In the exam, a will not be 1. I'm warning you, okay? So you have to find it. So how do you find? You replace x, y, h, k, everything, solve for a. So x, y could be any point in your parabola. You pick any point. My favorite point is the y-intercept because our x is 0. So xy here, hk on the vertex. So let's replace. Y is what? Really? What is this? 1. A we don't know, but for y equals 1, what's the x? 0. Minus, what is our h? H is here. What is our h? H, the x value. 2 or what? 2, right? Plus k. What's the y value here? Minus 3, right? Going down. So here, our k is negative 3. Our h is 1, 2. So h is 2, k is negative 3. X and y is random. But this h and k is the vertex. HK cannot change, but for XY, you can pick this number or that number or that number, any number from anywhere. This is the easiest one because our X is 0.
Oh, the A is 1.
Add 3 to both sides. In this case, it's 1, but in the exam, it will not be 1.
So,
So we have the inside. How much we get from the inside? Negative 2. So we have 4 equals 8 times 4 divided by 4. A equals 1. So here you just replace your A with invisible 1. But again, in the exam, you have to find your A. It will not be 1. Any question? Okay, so we did 11.4 before. We did 11.4 before 11.5 and 6. So we're done in chapter 11. And now let me give you your exam and hear your complaints. There will be few of you who will complain to me because I didn't give you points because you didn't show your correct work or you didn't show me what you are thinking. So if you have a complaint, you can stay, talk to me, and I'll give you another questions to do. If you can do it in front of me, then you're fine. Oh, and the calculator. So don't leave. I'm going to show you calculator. I'm going to post your calculator so you can see. I will post it on Brightspace. I didn't, but I will. Zohe, Maria, Krish,
no, I'm gonna get the chicken.
Jack,
Oh, I see this is how.
Justin,
I worked it out. Yeah, like 2 weeks.
Hiba, Marisbel, absence. Yuri, Antonella, Marlene, Alana, Hachun, Shahida, Valerie, Karen, absence. Ingrid. Yajun. Absent. Nihan. Absent. Sophia. Eliza. Ivoni. Bye. Amen. Cairo. Yeah, Cairo.
Yeah, Cairo.
Daisy, absence. Terrence, absence. Good. Alera. Amal. And Ronald got the highest 100.
Yeah, that's wrong. Alright, let me see what you got.
Okay, let me show you the calculator which I was talking about. Let me pick a random person. Okay, so I made a calculator where you can put all of your information, how many days you are present, what is your exam score, quiz score, and homework quiz from MyMathLab. The only thing I forgot to add is the in-class quiz. I'm going to do that later. And then final exam. So what you're going to do is, since you don't know your attendance, leave it blank for now and go for homework. Your homework is total 240 points. A few of you didn't do any of the homework. So let's say you did only 40 points instead of 240. And I noticed you didn't take any of the quizzes. There are a few of you did not take even a single quiz. So let's say you have 0 in the quiz. And let's say your exam 1 is around 30-ish, and exam 2 is also around 30-ish. Okay? Now look what happens. Even if you get 100 in the third exam, 100 in the final exam, you still fail the class. Your passing grade is 60. So you have 59.05. You're failing. So what you can do is you still have lots of homework to do and lots of quizzes to take. Chapter 12 and chapter 13. You still have chance. Plus, I actually opened the other homework, even though they don't have the due date, future due date, but they're still doable. So if you can improve your homework score, let's say from 240, you got 200 homework, and let's say 100 homework, you see, it's going to 68, which is a D plus. Plus your attendance, let's say you attended at least 15 days. B minus. See? So even if you're failing your classes, and let's say these two are unrealistic with these two exam scores, right? So let's say you're failing the other two exams. 30, 35. You're still failing. See? Let's say you got serious and you got all 240 points in the homework. You're still going to fail. So you only took 2 in class exams, you have 2 more. 1 is final, 1 is 3. So if you're in this situation, I suggest you to drop the class. 100 in the final, which is unlikely because final is the cumulative. Okay, let's say 90 in the final. Still failing.
let's say like you started showing up every day right now and you got 22 on your turn. Yo, now what's that like? You know, all the shit is like, I think I'm gonna.
You're close to 59, close to passing.
Say you got a 92 in the final. That shit that got a 92 in the final.
Okay. 92 in the final. Still not enough.
Say you get a 93 on the final. You know, 93. Nah. Yo, never did. That's still good though. That's still good though.
And you can only do this if you have perfect score in the homework and very perfect, very close to the perfect score in the quiz, and then you have above 93 in the final. So see, I'm telling you, if you have already two fail close to 30, probably you should drop. Now, for other people, let's say you have around 90s. 90, 91, and you did your homework. Let's say you didn't have perfect attendance. Let's say you have 20. Exam 3. So yeah, if you have 90, 90s, there's a probability you're going to get at least 80 in the third exam. So you have at least 80, you have 87, which is B plus. See, this chart is telling you where, sorry, B plus, not B minus. This chart is telling you all the scores, GPA for all the scores or the percentage. But you can improve if you improve your whole quiz score. So from 150, if you get 120, it turns into 89, which is A minus. So not A minus, close to A minus. So you can improve more. Let's say 130.
Let's say you pass all the quizzes and just failed one. How much points is that?
I don't know how it works, but MyMathLab gives you the final score out of 150 and 240. So those scores are from MyMathLab. I'll show you how do you find them. So you can actually improve your exam 3 score. Let's say you got 83, A minus. And if you're looking for A, improve this one. Let's say you have 90. And you know, if you really get this good score in the exams, then you have a high chance of having low score in the final exam. You know why? Because of the confidence. You feel overconfident, and then you flunk. I should say flunk. You do bad in the final. So the quiz is on the final. I'm going to add with these numbers so the overall will increase. So yeah, but it is possible to get at least 98 in the exam, in the final exam. If you have at least 98, you have 92, which is very close to A. So you can improve your 90, let's say 91. From 130, you can improve 140. We're not allowed to. I know. You know, once one of the instructor rounded 59 point something to 60 and passed the student, and we have to submit our grade to the department. And then 59 point something to 60. It's close, right? Only 1 point. Back then, I don't know about 93, but one of the instructor told me that he rounded to 60, the 59 point something to 60 to pass the student. And when he submitted the grade to the department made him resubmit the grade with a failing grade. Like, even though he let the student pass, but they reverse that thing. Yeah, you're not allowed to round. But some instructors do that without letting the department know. So Terence is late. Anyone else came late? Shahida came, so let me see, Shahida. Karen, Nastia, Daisy, no, Kachung, no, Loisville, no, June, no, Nihanna. Terence. Okay. Do one question in front of me if you want to get some points.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, that was some.
They're on the borders of me.
Yeah, on the paper. Okay. Tell me what is I to the 271 plus I to the 100 76. Yeah, find these two.
For question 5, there's a way from the tutor showing me. He can show me the iCloud, so then I just counted it.
Okay. Do one question in front of me. Do you have a pencil, pen? As long as you did show some work, then I would accept, but I didn't see any work.
I understand. Just show me the iCloud. Show me the countdown.
Okay, so from this way. I to the, so look at your exam. If you have any complaint, talk to me. I to the 259 minus I to the 166. But
You have a piece of paper. Do it on the side. Negative I plus 1. You have a piece of paper.
do it on the side.
Negative I plus 1.
Negative I plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. 1 second, Shahida.
Why did the icon for it? Shouldn't
This projector's like actually really high.
Okay. So I gave you 2, so you have 1, 2, 3, 3 plus 2.
Thank
Okay.
you.
6 more. Carrots. 44 plus 6. Oh, she has your own. So, yeah, Jim. You do 2 questions for me, and I'll give you few points. Terence, what number I give you? I to the what?
271 plus 1.
Wait, hold up, because I need more points too.
I mean, I give you all the points you needed. Do it in front of me.
No, no, I. What's that?
Oh, yeah.
Just give me a.
Oh, it's not.
It's 4,000.
Yo, Jack, bro, you're not getting a higher grade, bro.
Work is missing.
Nah, Jack, it's still possible. Get that 4 points.
Looks like I have it too.
Nah, you definitely will be confident.
Why
That
is
is
Why you not
missing.
It's worth it. Nah, put.
Getting negative, cancel to positive. 3 minus 4, okay. So this is negative, so negative, and you get.
I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. So you're multiplying top and bottom by what? Multiplying top and bottom by 5i, okay? So if you do 5i, so what do you get here? And what do you get here? 1. and multiply square, it's 29. Okay, so. Okay, and then you divide it by the denominator, which is another negative. Oh wait, you can't just say. Yesterday supposed to multiply by I, not even 5 I. You can't split, I'm just gonna split up the fraction. 3, 5,
This one. Yeah, Jack is zero.
and then what do you do? The i's become
And you get some process sweet.
Professor,
choose I in the denominator.
Professor, I found some discrepancies within my exam.
What?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What is this? The factor is 1, so it's 1. Yeah. Next one is -1. Is -1 times this -2? And then the next one is 1. The next one should be -I. If I'm not wrong. So you have 46, which is not divisible by 4, so it's -1. So 3 times -1 is -2. It's only valid if it didn't show you what, like, it didn't show you what. Oops. I to the, no discussion. I to the 376 minus I to the
Dude, why you trying to be me?
159.
Why you trying to be later than me?
Well, at 9 o'clock, and I'm home at 7. 2 hours from you.
Yeah, I know.
Is it the first?
You
wake up at 9?
No, I don't, but I just woke up late. Is it okay?
So that's why I didn't give you points because you didn't show what. So I wanted to see, like, do you know the concept? If you know the concept, you can do this correctly. If you don't know the concept, you can do this correctly. So you didn't do correctly. But however, you did at least 274. So you showed, see, you showed you work now. So what's wrong with this? Why is it work? Exactly. And yes, guys, no work. Okay. So I felt bad, but since you didn't show work, but let me see.
Jack,
So
yeah, what you trying to do?
I'll give it 2 more points.
Damn, so we negotiating out here?
No, because she needs her work, but he is doing now with the work.
Oh, okay. That's the method now. Hold on. See. We got more points too? Hi, Professor.
+2. Give me 1 second. Gia June.
I know you're not getting no points.
Yes, what do you have? 44? 44?
44. Hey,
Yeah, 44. Okay.
1180.
So what discrepancies you're talking about?
Question 2, right here. Oh, it's plus minus?
Of course.
Oh my. Oh,
Did you think I made a mistake?
I thought you. Okay, I have another one.
Because I do it with the iCloud, so then I just divide it by 4, then I put. That's how Robert told me.
So do what? My thing is, show me your work. So what did you do?
I divided it just by 4.
Then how come you didn't do anything here?
Because I did it in my head.
Why is that?
Because it's easier when I just count it like that.
So you counted 46 times, 49 times?
I swear, I'm not.
And did you count 256 times,
Yeah,
266 times?
Bro, how did I forget the plus minus, bro?
So why did you do this here, but why didn't you do that here?
Because the numbers were smaller, so I just counted.
Dude, oh God.
So what's
I know how to do the math, I just can't see the math, you know what I'm saying?
59, 15,
I need an oral exam.
12,
Oral exam? Yo, the oral?
well, let's see.
Yo, God, thank you so much.
What this guy thinking about? What is that trying to do? No, it's not oral.
66,
Bugging.
I multiplied by 4 and the remainder I counted on the clock.
-2.
You heard that, right?
Okay,
Of course I did.
so 2, so you get 2, 4, 6.
Bro,
28 plus 6.
like the drugs. Use the poison.
Yo,
When every leaves.
Pass, you got 60.
42. Wait, Jack.
hold up.
So 28 and plus 6, 32, right? So 56 plus 12.
Yay! Y'all clap it up for my nigga.
Because 1 point means 2 points.
Yeah, 12 points.
Yeah, 12 points.
Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
So I got a 68.
Something like that. Sit your ass down. Fuck you. Sit your ass down.
We put up 12 points. Favorable on me. We put up 12 points. Oh my god. It's a scam. School is a scam. I'm a little body. We'll hustle for you.
What did you show?
Oh, you'll go help out.
Sit down.
Help out.
I'm just saying.
All the eye.
Wait, how is this wrong though? How is it, even if you plug it in here, -2 to the 4th or 2 to the 4th, you still get 0.
Wait.
Oh, why? When? See?
No, it's.
Ask her about it again?
I'm asking right now.
No, let me ask you.
You. Why
Sit
should I-
down. I got you, bro. Let me
No, because I can still get more points than this.
Hey, fuck you. You already got 12, you greedy ass little. Come on.
6.
I almost go to like
This was just. I know this was just the sign.
There's 1 point and 2 points.
That's how you get it.
Yeah, 2 more.
From 2 it's 1.
Okay, wait.
Wait, Omar, what'd you get for this?
Jesus.
I didn't do
Every
it.
tiny mistake is 1.
Man, how's he?
Because I didn't show my work.
Can we go home? Can we go home?
Yeah, it's that time. Wait, Professor.
34 plus 12.
Damn. I have a question. So even if you plug this in here, it will still be.
The thing is, this one has 4 solutions. You give me only 2 solutions. And this is no partial credit.
Excuse me. Oh, I get it. And then this. Like, I know it looks bad, but I still got 1 because I subtracted.
What did I say?
You said where's work? You said how did it give you this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what it tells me?
What?
Tells
You
me-
cheated.
You cheat. I looked at the board because you did it at the board.
See, you cheated.
I looked at the board. No, you can't cheat off the board.
See here what it says? No work.
Oh,
And you have to show-
Oh, bing, no, sir.
What are you saying? This
Hi, Professor. Wait, okay.
Even more than what I give you all the points.
Okay. Wait, how many points? What's like?
2
Okay,
points.
wait, Professor. Look, because you remember how in class when we were learning about I, and I told you I memorized all the I, like I wrote over here like I to the 1 is I2 is -1, blah, blah,
Good,
blah.
but my question is from here, how did you come up with this?
Because I just divide everything by 4. That's why I crossed out the fours.
No. The work is not shown.
Okay, so you did this.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
The work is not shown.
Exactly. Like, do you expect me to look into your brain and see what you're trying to do here? What it says, clearly I said, no work means what?
credit.
That's why I give you opportunities. I give you all the points.
That's not work, Professor.
I only gave you points back. Why are you arguing with me?
Alright, my turn. Miss.
Wait, so how much? Wait, what's my final score? 80.
10, so you have
Plus 12. Don't say plus 12. Bug.
100.
What?
If you got 100, I should get 100.
Did you?
What kind of bullshit is that?
No, because
I'm so sorry for arguing with. I'm so sorry.
no, because he lost 6 points from there.
I'm thinking about.
When
Wait,
I
you got an
said what?
88 though. You got an 88. So how's that?
6 means 12.
Oh, the same question.
I was being grateful. I don't care. I'm not. I can't let this thing happen behind me.
Yeah.
Huh? You didn't do plus minus. I did the plus minus.
This is partial credit or not?
These are four answers, but you gave me 2. And these are not partial credit.
This is partial
How come
credit.
you have complained?
I get extra points.
Yes, but you did.
No, all the extra points you're not gonna have.
Miss. Is this partial credit?
Alright, what can we move you about?
Each one has four.
Plus or minus. Bro, like,
Shut up.
like.
Hold on.
Can I get?
You gotta.
Like, see, some people didn't show work. So if they didn't show work, I'm telling them to show work now with the buckets. And then if they know how to do it, I'm giving them the point
Watch, I'm about to go.
for this question only.
I tried to factor this one
But I think you should do work.
Why is these? What about this one?
Miss, alright, so we got this one.
So you know, that's why 2 points for this is correct.
But I didn't get this though. I got half of it right.
That's okay. It says, look, blah, blah, blah. Okay. For all the additional question, you get points if you do them correctly. If you didn't do it
It
correctly.
is only the -11, but this is the right answer except.
So is -11 correct?
No, this is.
See, you didn't do it correctly.
What about the other half?
No, this is extra credit. So this is 2 points and this one is extra. Extra you get if you do it correctly.
That's still good.
Equal to zero.
So I got
Second exam, third exam, and the final exam. Plus the mark increases.
Then I got 80 in this one. That's still good.
Yeah, that's right. Make sure you do your homework and quizzes. What happened, guys?
What about this one?
Are you fighting?
Kyron wants to be. Kyron.
Hi, do you have more than him?
I know. No. I know. Give her that. I gotta have a long talk.
I just have a question on like why they're wrong, or like I don't. So for
So you should do one, so if you don't get the point. Why it's wrong? Because, why? This is -14i, and this is 30i. So you have 14 and 13 gives you 16. What happened to 3? And what happened to 3 and 7? Find them.
get that.
See? If suddenly disappeared to 3.
Okay. So how about for this one, right? Okay, and then
That's crazy, bro.
I
think it's audio.
how about this one?
First of all, no plus minus.
Okay.
And second of all, there is also another solution. You get a solution. Yeah. The W is this, but W is your square, right?
Yeah, so it's 2.
So to take the square, to get you the square,
That's I.
root, so plus minus 2i.
Oh.
You missed 3 solutions.
Yeah. Okay, and this one I just
Same
plus
thing.
minus.
Not only plus minus. 2 solutions real, 2 solutions.
Okay, and then these I didn't know. So can I get one extra point? Yeah, I'm cool about it. Yeah. Okay.
Going to final exam, they'll be.
Okay.
Except for me. I get. I don't lose points.
8 times 2 is 10. 8 times 2 is 10.
Here? Okay, so first I get. Wait, but I got the answer.
Huh?
But I got it. Okay.
The answer is that 5 on the denominator.
I scored is -1.
Minus 11, okay. You can leave.
I learned. So it's
Huh?
Oh yeah, you're doing the top of my talking.
I'm showing you the MyMathLab.
So that's
So guys, if you want to see how to see your MyMathLab grade, let me show you now.
this is 4 times 10, which is 1 plus 3.
MyMathLab.
Oh, you found the I.
No, you go to MyMathLab. So
This is
MyMathLab.
1, right? Plus 3.
Yeah, that. Because of that, I don't log into right face smart.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I need that.
I get that. Where do you get that?
3, 11, 6. Oh,
Can I audit, like, to get some practice
can-
before I take it next semester again?
Sure,
Negative?
you can stay as long as you want. 9, 7, 9.
And then this one.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I'm trying to do for you to eat.
Alright.
Justin, you could have done hustled, I ain't gonna lie.
3i times negative.
Justin, you could have done hustled.
And then this is gonna be 1. So I to the 1 is just negative 1, right? It's negative 1.
Cut it out, where?
What are you guys doing? Come on.
They're so excited.
Negative
Like,
or
you
negative.
didn't save Jack's life, he's gonna get an ass whooping today.
What?
I mean, it's 5 now, like.
I is I. That's fair.
Yeah, they don't got report cards in college, that's not a thing,
So
right?
it's like negative.
Report cards?
Okay, let me fix.
Never mind.
You don't get report card, but you get
That's 1.
final
I
grade.
didn't know that.
Mm.
I didn't know that. Look at this what I did.
Okay,
Can you do mining?
that's good.
Yeah.
1%. Okay, so how do you get your how do you see your points?
I wanna see mine. No, no, mine.
So when you go here, you go to calculation. We have currently we have 120 out of 250 and 75 out of 150.
Yeah, but I'm not even,
So exactly, so you can improve.
but that's not the.
Wait, so that's like, because we
That's
haven't done all the
completion.
homework,
That's
right?
completion.
That's not-
The grade.
That's incomplete.
Yeah.
So let me show you. What is the last name?
Santana.
So in the calculation, currently you have 107 out of 250 and 56 out of 150. So the more you improve, the more you still go up. And you still have the entire chapter 12, 13, and 11.456.
Can we do can we go back to mine? I wanna see something.
The homework is not closed, right? You can see-
No, I haven't do that.
Are you yeah or not? Because I thought it's gonna.
Okay,
What's
so
the
Wait,
breakdown?
if it says incomplete for a quiz, does that mean
you got kicked out before you complete it.
I don't get the points?
Did you try both attempts?
Amen.
Yeah.
Now, wait.
Then the.
we gotta go to FYS anyway.
I know.
I should just leave it.
You can try.
I promise I'll be on time more. I promise.
I hope
15?
so.
Okay. Can we plug that into the formula? So
Okay,
you're-
120.74. 120.74. 120.
The practice finals in my math lab, they're not mandatory, right?
No, the practice. And let me see your exam scores.
90 and 96.
90,
But that's not it so far.
96. And you are attended all these
Perfect.
times, so let's say 20. So let's see. If you get 95, 89, I mean, you can improve these.
No, this is not done because we still got
So if you get all profit score in the homework
that's what's gonna happen.
and 150, let's say 140 in the quiz,
Boom, pow,
then you need less here, like let's say 93.
less.
Yeah,
I
even
think
less.
90 and 90, yeah.
Yeah, 90
Stay in the 90 range, just stay in the 90 range.
and
Yeah.
90. Oh, you have to be 90 and more than 90.
Okay.
So let's say 91,
To get an A.
not enough.
90,
92, not enough.
got it.
93, 93.
Or it could be the opposite, or it can give you 90.
No, it cannot be opposite.
This
Because
way
finally is
more?
30%.
Oh,
So let's see, 93 and 90, does it work? No.
yeah, so we'll just get a 93. Get a 93 on the final. All right. Or we just have the first.
I didn't do correction. I gave points